Steve, so how significant is this, and what do we know at this point about this developer?
Yeah, well, we do know that signs of stress in the property sector are really starting to bubble up. Of course, you have those red lines that the Chinese government has imposed on to control debt loads at developers, combined with the property curbs to prevent speculative bubbles forming in the housing market. And that is combining to obviously hammer some of these smaller developers, and they're having problems paying off their responsibilities and their liabilities, as evidenced by the latest Fantasia Holdings Group. Stock code is 1777 Hong Kong here. It is suspended after falling about 58% this year. Its bonds have also tumbled, and again on Monday. It didn't repay $205.7 million US bond that was due on Monday. It did put out a statement to the Hong Kong Stock Exchange saying, "We will assess the potential impact on the financial condition and cash position due to the skipped bond payment." In addition, Country Garden Services, the property management arm of Country Garden developer, says a Fantasia unit didn't repay an additional $108 million US loan that came due also on Monday, and that default was possible. Now, this is on top of what we got late last week. News of Cynic Holdings, another developer in China, has received a demand to repay some debt after missing 2 local interest payments. The local creditor is demanding repayment of about $75.4 million US in outstanding principal and also accrued interest. So it's not just Evergrande. Evergrande's the poster child because it is the world's most indebted developer with more than $300 billion in liabilities. But there is lots of trickle-down effect by the policy and by the drying up of this property market.
Don't want to be that poster child, do you? So it's still just uncomfortable silence when it comes to Evergrande. Do we have any word on bond payments that are due, the reported asset sale to Hobson that we caught wind of yesterday?
Yeah, there's been lots of silence, obviously. No word on that principal payment from Jumbo Fortune Enterprises. Of course, that was a bond that was guaranteed by Hengda Real Estate, which is the domestic unit of Evergrande. It matured on Sunday. Essentially, payment on principal was due yesterday. We've had no word. We had speculation in the market when both Evergrande as well as Evergrande Property Services, both of those shares were suspended yesterday. We thought that perhaps there would be news on the bond payments or news on a large restructuring. Then we got trickled out news from a local media site in China saying that Hobson Development was going to be buying a 51% stake in China Property Services. That's their property management arm, probably one of the more valuable assets still in the portfolio of China Evergrande. But we got an announcement to the market saying there's going to be a major transaction. Still no news on that as well. So again, continued silence from Evergrande just adds to the uncertainty surrounding this troubled developer.